Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today, we're playing a little bit of Ember-Eyed Behemoth. It's one of my favorite spirits in the game, and it's a crime that I don't show them more on this channel. So we're going to rectify that today. We're going to be doubling down on some NI content by playing Habsburg Mining Expedition at level 6, so a newer spirit, newer adversary. Let's see how it goes. We got board C. Okay. And we start in the high wetlands that is adjacent to a jungle. So when we're playing a single board on C, it actually means we start in the low wetlands. I think that's the only one that does that. I can't remember offhand. If you're playing multiplayer, it's pretty much always going to be the high wetlands. But looks like F also does that. Yeah. Yep, F. F is the only other one, but we got C, so interesting little thing, but we like starting in the middle. The biggest issue with this spirit is lack of mobility, so being up in the corner would be very sad. All right, starting off with the wetlands. Okay, the standard opening I like to go for, going for G2 across the top. Normally, I would move my Incarnate into the active land and grow into that land, but seeing as we're already there, we don't have to move. I'm going to go with a Surging Lahar. Okay, we have nothing in the fast. Skip the first event, and we get to build. Mining land converts the build into a Ravage, and then we have to do a Mining Boom. So I'm sitting on 5 damage on turn 1. If we were to Mining Boom, we would go up to this combination, and I would be able to kill this. Don't really want to leave myself in this position here. I want to be able to just do damage and then just be done with it. So instead, we're going to Mining Boom up here in the 4. Exploring the mountains. Okay, Surging Lahar, get the Badlands, do a Stomp, and we have not moved our Incarna yet this turn, so I'm going to elect to move him up here. Okay, next we're going to G3, we're going to gain a Miner, gain 3 energy, and then we also have to discard a card with a fire element on it. We can do that after gaining the card, so if we don't like what we see, we can, grab it, pitch it. But since the plan is to do our Empower next turn, we're only going to get our fire cards back. So as exciting as something like a Guardian Serpent or a Dark Entangled Woods is, I could take it, and as long as I don't discard it, I will still have access to it next turn. However, something like a Hazard Spread is just a beautiful card for us. Getting these Badlands all over the island is something that I'm very interested in. 0-cost Tri-Element is always nice as well, but this land number 7 is going to need a little bit of loving. So it's time for Hazards to spread. Add a presence. We're going to go up here. And let's see. I could do a Terrifying Rampage here in order to prevent another Blight from coming down, but I don't necessarily care about that. Since HME doesn't cascade, it only upgrades. It's like, it's fine. I can handle taking that Blight. Whereas something like this Hazard Spread, getting this Badlands in, I'm actively interested in. Something like this Blazing Intimidation, just to preemptively clear the 3, is something I'm also very interested in. So I could put the Badlands in, and then that's going to give me 4 damage on my Innate, kicking us down to here, leaving us with only these guys, and then I could use my Terrifying Rampage to make it such that only an Explorer will Ravage, and we take a Blight now, save ourselves a Blight later. Playing a little bit more proactively, I think, is a good idea. We have to discard a card, that's whatever. Let's go with this line. Okay, add a wild to a land without invaders. Very good. Wilds are fantastic against HME. So we know there's either going to be a sands or a jungles, and both of these are going to give us a little bit of trouble. But since it's harder for our Incarnate to get over to the jungle, I'm going to add our wilds there. Beast Kill Explorers, rip. And Dahan effects, doesn't do anything. Okay, Blight upgrade. Build in the mountains. Now we have to Mining Boom. And I think I'm actually going to Mining Boom up here in the 8. We do have to remember that there is the loss condition of 8 pieces in a land. So right now we've got 4 invaders and 2 blight. That puts us at 6. So we don't want to go like 2 buck wild escalating in the same land. But in general, we would prefer to have all of our problems in fewer locations. Okay, we just get ourselves our 4 damage. We could also just kill, get a little bit less fear, but then make us slightly more insulated against taking a blight. However, if we do take another blight, HME actually gets weaker because then they have worse explorers. And so I'm fine with that. We're going to take the fear just that way it'll get us that extra fear card. And we still haven't used our move for the turn, so I will move into the next land I want to target. Of course, it doesn't really matter because when we reclaim with the Empower, we do get a free movement. We're not really going to do anything with that, but we do have it. Okay, so now we want to play this Terrifying Rampage to deny that Blight. There's actually a good chance we take a Blight here and then just hammer down on the land afterwards. So if I were to do like this hazard spread, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 3, so that's 6. That's all good. So if we do this here, and then we Mining Boom, we would build upgrade. And we could basically do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, leaving just a town behind. And I'm fine with that. We could like Blazing Intimidation it or something. Okay, Fear. Prevent 2 invaders from ravaging. I guess we could have killed the town, but that's okay. Get ourselves our Badlands. And now Beast Kills Explorers would suddenly be amazing for us. Instead, we don't get that. Okay, so if we have a fear card, we lose it. Very nice. Get a free beast and kill a Dahan in its land. So we got to make sure we don't put that in a Dahan land. And free defense, but we don't qualify. So this Ravage doesn't do anything. This build will turn into a Ravage, though. And we get all things weaken. That makes things a little crazy. Okay, we'll Mining Boom here. And explore the wetlands. Only adding 1 explorer now that we have the 4 blight on the board. We do it to escalate, exploring into lands that are not jungles, not wetlands. So I'm going to put 1 here and here. Does not change the mining or non-mining status of anything else across the board. And it's not going to change at all how the Salt card will play out. Okay, we're going to get 2 Fear for 2 uses. And they're both going to be hitting... Or no, sorry, we did not get that yet. My mistake. So 3 damage twice, plus the Badlands is going to be 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Time passes. Oh, sorry. Still got a movement, so I'm definitely going to move up here. Got to get myself into this land. Here, here, here. That all things weaken is actually very unfortunate. Although I don't think it's actually going to change the math on anything. Okay, we'll go here. Fear and a push. Event. Stage 2. We are blighted. Push a town from a land with 2 or more buildings to a land without buildings. And we're getting no other effects from the rest of the card. That is quite unfortunate. We could push in this way, but I'm not sure that's the play. I'm going to go this way with it. Ooh, Dahan damage. So because of the reduced health, I could just kill a town here, but I think it's better if I just kill the Explorer, denies the bill, but then it's going to explore anyways, and that's still going to be a problem. But it's going to explore either way. It denies a whole town from existing. But if I kill this, we get the fear, and then it also won't become a ravaging land when that comes around. Ravage. Build. Will upgrade you. Actually, sorry. We'll upgrade you. This way, the total health is actually not changed. Mining boom. So, how much damage do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 HP. Got 4 there. One, two, three. So if I mining boom here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HP, and I can just, overshoot by 1 damage and full clear it. So let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we have to see. Now we have to deal with it. And a defend card would be beautiful. Okay, since we don't need our Surging Lahar in this land, or actually, if I do a Surging Lahar, I kill this, kill a city, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 HP left. That'll be more perfect damage. Okay, so in that case, what we'll do is we'll do 4 damage right here with the Badlands, gives us 5 damage, which actually full clears the land. And this time I do get the fear. We intend to move, and if I full clear, yeah, putting the wilds up here is fine. We don't, so it's gonna be a while before that wilds will pay off. So I'm gonna add the wilds right now. Then we will move Surging Lahar, get the Badlands, fear, more damage. Time passes. Okay. Reclaim, gain a minor. Defend is the ticket. We get this and we're good. Now take note, I believe Veil of the Night's Hunt would not clear because each Dahan will deal damage to 1 invader, and it does not increase on that scope. It only increases damage in a way that was already being dealt damage. So we could deal 2 damage to a town, as opposed to dealing 1 damage to 3 different invaders. Sap just clean solves this, right? Stops the ravage, stops the build, solves everything. That's 100% the ticket. And yes, now we're in that classic situation where we're just stranded up here. So we're going to run in, hit this, and then go from there. Thankfully, this disease is huge for us. If we were to pretend, let's say one of these skips the next explore, gives us some time, we're actually not going to take any ravages at all in the first Salt Ravage, which is great. That disease doing God's work. Okay, so here we want to play this. I could even do a Blazing Intimidation in order to push something in. Push this guy in here. Doesn't actually give me any marginal benefit though. Because that's already taken care of and that can't explore anyways. So we don't actually need to worry about making a pocket. Maybe I should take the opportunity just to throw down some more wilds. Just kind of everywhere. Do I want to play a third card? I could do like a hazard spread just to create more wilds around the board. Another interesting option actually is to use Terrifying Rampage in order to gather these Dahan together. We always want to pair a Dahan, and I've left myself quite vulnerable this game. But if I were to do that, since Terrifying Rampage actually doesn't do anything against a mining land, it's still a mining land, and so it still ravages, and if any single invader ravages, we're looking at Blight from All Things Weaken. So Terrifying Rampage suddenly sucks for us now. So I think this is going to be the line. Give ourselves a defend 5. And we'll Terrifying Rampage for a fear going over here. Invader phase. Event. Let's get the next Ravage action. Add a Blight to a land with buildings. We can sacrifice presence to protect ourselves. Well, we don't want Blight, and we don't want that. So yeah, we're going to sacrifice some presence. Sacrificing from... It's easiest. We can always put presence in the jungles because of this. So we're going to go here and here. Add a beast to a sands with the most invaders. And get us a fear. Then we get free Dahan defend. Excellent. 1 damage and defend 3. Ooh, this land is kind of stranded and way the heck out there. Let's clean it up. Okay, no healing. Oh wait, no, sorry. We got the... Yeah, 1 damage defend 3. We're terror level 2. Excellent. No healing. Gather to do 1 damage to Dahan present. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I want to leave this guy here because I've got nothing else to do with my Incarna. And so we could clear this land because it has the wilds and just get all that value. Gather up to 2, so we can just gather 0. Gather and explore or town into a coastal land. Defend 2 in all coastal lands. Yes, please. The game just kind of solved itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just need to get ourselves into this land pretty quickly. We can just make a Sacred Site there with either growth option, hop our Incarna over, and we should be sitting pretty. Okay. Ravage in the wetlands. Build the non-mining lands. We need to do a mining boom, so we'll go here and explore the jungles. And then explore 2 lands that are not jungles. You can go into wilds, you can go into isolated lands, so those are all like very cool things that you can do. But we'll just go here and here. I'm going to move the Incarna over, and I get to do 3 damage twice, which will full clear it because of All Things Weaken. Last, we'll drop down some wilds, going here and... kind of doesn't matter. We'll just go here again. Let's see. We know it's going to be a sands or a mountains. Yes, that's already there. That's already there. That's not going to make a difference. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Could pick up this fire, and that would just give us an extra bunch of damage. Not sure that I need it, but it is there. Do I want to gain a major... Not necessarily. I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything that we have. Actually, this Terrifying Rampage sucks. We can just gain a replacement for that. And what do we have? Angry Bears is going to be fantastic right there. It's a fire card, which just means I have a little bit more flexibility. let's see, we know that we're going to be playing this Blazing Intimidation. I honestly think the Surging Lahar is going to be more expensive than it's worth, especially compared to this Angry Bears. Although this is going to be 2 fear and 4 damage, this is going to be pretty much the same because we get a Badlands and 2 uses of our innate. So it really comes down to 2 fear or not. Or yeah, we're definitely gonna let me just take this. Forget you. Play one of these, discard one of these. And actually, we need the earth element, so we can discard this, gain here, and we are at peak damage right now. Alright, fast phase. We're going to get a fear and a push. This should put us at 7 invaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 invaders. We're still safe and good. We can keep on building these walls of wilds. Give me 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 12 damage. We'll keep building the wall of wilds. Nothing can get through. Event. It only takes 1 damage to add blight. Oh boy. Push up 2 from a Lamb Beast. I don't want to. This defend 2 will not be sufficient to solve any problem if we were to like if we had a different play card besides All Things Weaken, then it would be pretty slick. You could, cleanly solve this land, but as is, we cannot. Ruse and Explore tough. We'll land with 2 or fewer invaders. Definitely getting rid of this guy. Ravage. Build. Mining Boom. Exploring the sands. Okay, and then we have to explore wetlands or mountains. Just go right back to this. And then going into the slow phase, we just win the game right here. So we can jump our Incarna to any sacred site. We're going to use our Surging Lahar to do 2 damage and add a Badlands. And then we get to do 12 damage twice, each with the Tick of Fear. So that is going to be way more than what we need to fully clean up this land. And that is a turn 6 victory against the Mining Expedition. Behemoth is an awesome spirit. Definitely one of my favorites. Probably going to start featuring it a lot more just because I like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day.